Hey friends, welcome to my page, Daily Crafts with Dar. Happy Friday! And yes, I am late. I just had a hard time getting up this morning. I really just needed some extra sleep. I'm so sorry. There are days like that when I'm just exhausted still, and but I wanted to still do a project with you guys. So we're gonna try out the new chalk markers. I don't know if it's going to work on this surface. It should. It should. It should work on any surface, right? I was even thinking to try it on the mouse pads, but then I thought, well, it might not be permanent. That could be a problem. So, anyways, I wanted to show you the new Peanuts transfers. Yes, my transfers got here, and we're going to do some fun things. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. So I got, what I got was my one of each. I had that overnighted, and it took a couple of days because they don't always do overnight, but the shipping part is overnight. So anyways, I got that overnighted. I'm going to get some cutouts made this weekend. We're going to have some fun things going on next week. And also, while I'm gone, I'll have some videos that are playing, but I'll get some cutouts made. I'll tell you what all the cutouts are so you can just buy it all at once. And maybe we'll do a little sale this weekend. So look forward to that. We haven't done a sale for a few weeks now. Yeah. Hope you all are doing okay. You know, I just was really tired. So guess what? I laid my head back down and boom, it was after 7 o'clock. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I gotta get going. Okay, let me get my other camera up here and show you all the cuteness. Oh my goodness, guys, you are just going to die. And we're gonna use this surface. I actually don't have any more 9 by 12 box frames. And I was seeing if these fit. This barely fits on the 9 by 12. You know, I could do it differently. Oh, guys, I'm thinking I don't know that it's going to work as good on here because of the lines. I just had a thought. Okay, and I have a 9 by 9 frame right over here. I have a thought on that one now. Just now I had another thought. I did. So hang on. And I have a lot of 5 by 5 somewhere. I'm not sure. When I did my sale, I sold a lot of stuff, and guess what? I probably should have kept some of it. Oh, 5 by 7. Maybe we'll do 2 projects because we can easily get these done. I'm grabbing another box frame. I'm thinking something different now. Okay, so I want to show you the transfers, and then we're gonna look and see what we can do with these chalk markers. I haven't used them before, so have any of you guys used the chalk markers? I know you have to kind of get them started, so I do have paper here to do that, to kind of get them started. But I will chalk the design with my black. Okay, here's what I'm thinking on this. Okay, let me show you all of them first. Oh gosh, so much to do. I am so ADHD this morning. I'm when I sleep in and I don't have my normal routine, I get all out of sorts. So sorry about that. Sorry about being late. You know, my life is just that way sometimes. Ever since I had my surgery, I have had some mornings where I just can't get up. It is just that way, and I have to listen to my body. And tomorrow's going to be one of them. I'm anticipating that I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. I'm already looking at that. So, hey, Betty, how are you? Hi, Pam. Hi, Darlene Barr. Hi, Deborah. You missed ordering the markers with your transfer. I wonder if do they still have them, or did they sell out? Let me look and see, because I want to know, because I only got one set, and I'm thinking, gosh, that might be fun to take on my trip and be able to order or to do some stuff over there. I don't know if they're still available. I'm looking and seeing. Are they available? They are. I'm going to add some to my cart right now, so it's sitting in my cart. When I get done here, I'm going to finish my order. Okay, so they're still available. They are, how much are they? They're $18 retail. They're $10.80 for designers. So 18 minus let me see what for Perks members how much they are. 18 minus 30%. So for Perks members, they're $12.60. Okay. All right. I'm going to try them. So, hi Cheryl, how are you? Hi Denise, hi Bridget. Lots of coffee today. Yes, give me all the cups of coffee, girlfriend. Denise says, can't wait for your peanuts transfers to come. Yes, yay, they say Monday. I think that my other order, I did my other order today. My order that I have for my customers that don't get paid until the end of the month. So I think they're coming tomorrow. So I'll be able to send those out next week. Hey Sarah, hey Lynn, hi Sandy, hi Carol. How is everybody? Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you all the goodness. Let me put myself up in the corner. Sorry, I'm late. I did just have to. I had to sleep longer. Sorry. I hope that, well, I won't have any problem getting on my plane next Friday, because guess what? My husband's going to take me to the airport. So yeah, he'll be dropping me off. He actually has a day off next Friday, so he's not going to be able to sleep in. He has to get up, but he's really good at getting up on time and not sleeping in at all. Okay, so I'm thinking that we're going to do one of these on a 5x7 frame. How about that? Let me get my, let's see which one fits. So we have Snoopy in the ice cream cone, and we have Snoopy in the doghouse. Which one would you like to see on the 5x7? And we'll do it like we did the other, and do black around the edges. I'm just so excited about these. I just love being able to create. And Snoopy has always been one of my favorites. Always. Okay, so Snoopy in the doghouse. That might be better. Or Snoopy with the ice cream cone. Snoopy in the doghouse, I might just paint it with, I don't know if I'll use my red. The doghouse. Okay, so doghouse. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'm not sure that we have the colors for the ice cream cone in the markers, so I would have to use paint. But look at how cute. Okay, so isn't that just so sweet? I'm going to do cutouts. I will do cutouts. Today we'll just be chalking on here and then coloring. So all I have to do is color the doghouse red. Okay, and then here's the other ones. Oh my gosh, they're just so cute, guys. So grow happiness. I was thinking we'd do this. I was gonna do it on the Shiplap board, but it's a little challenging with the lines. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking on this. Here is what I'm thinking on this. Okay, the words are the only problem. So Snoopy and Woodstock fit perfectly, but I could do the words like this. I could do grow up in the corner. You don't, just because they're like this doesn't mean you have to do the words the way they are. I could do grow, and then I could center happiness, and then I could put this here. So that's what I'm thinking that I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna put the word grow. Sorry about that. That's my Etsy store. Let me silent on. Sorry. So that's what I'm thinking with this one. Isn't it so cute? This is going to be adorable on a t-shirt. I can't wait. I think I want to make a t-shirt. So I ordered 3 t-shirts. Okay, so I have those coming. And then I love this. USA, Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. I can see this on the back of a jean jacket, or on the back of a flannel shirt. I need to figure out my flannel shirt. I need to, okay, so maybe we'll actually have sunshine this weekend. It's been really cloudy. It's been like May gray. Okay, that's what I'm saying. June gloom, May gray, outside. It looks like it's going to rain every single day. And then Charlie Brown, you are so adorable. Look how big he is. He is big. These are size B transfers. I can't wait to do these. They're going to be so fun. And then this is such a wonderful pattern, the stripes, and then it has Snoopy in various little poses. So he's just adorable. There's a whole bunch of different ones. It will take some time to do it. You could do this whole thing black. You know, you could do it on a pretty pink pillow and do all of this black with the black stripes. Or you could do it on a white pillow and you could go through tediously and do all of your stripes. That's going to be a challenge. Okay, that's really, it really is going to be a challenge to do that. And then Snoopy black. But guess what? If you're doing it with ink on a pillow, it's going to be okay because the ink's not going to dry that fast. Your daughter said don't use the gel. I'm not sure what gel, what gel, okay, tell me what gel, because I'm not sure. Grow Happiness is one of your, yes, I love the Grow Happiness. Tell me what you mean about gel. Don't use the gel. Help me out, what you mean by that. Because I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Do you mean to seal it afterwards? Don't use gel to seal it. Help me out, because I'm not following what you mean. My camera is a little crooked. Sorry, guys. Sorry. That's just the way my day is. I need a couple more cups of coffee just to wake up. I went back to sleep. Hi, Ellen. How are you? I did get extras. I don't think we have a sellout yet, but I'm sure by the end of the month we will, because people will have gotten paid. You know, a lot of times people are just waiting to get paid. And a lot of people get paid on the 25th. So I'm sure that I don't save my things. If you guys save your things, then don't open them the way I do. Okay, so we're going to chalk it in black. Okay, so we'll do Grow Up at the top. Your Snoopy will stay the color of your surface, so it'll be easy to do. Yes, that's what I'm thinking too. That is what I'm thinking. And then I'll paint the outside black. I am doing an entire section of Snoopy at my craft show. And so I'm trying to think of many different ways to use, not just Snoopy, of Peanuts. I'm thinking of many ways to use them. Okay, so we're going to do Grow up here. This is good. The Grow part's going to be easy because that's not going to have any ink, any chalk on anything. Okay, I'm thinking about, okay, let me look at this. Okay, like, oh, how about diagonal? That would be really cute, diagonal. Okay, so I just need to do Grow, and then I'll do Happiness at the bottom. And I'm going to center Happiness. Okay, so just because the words don't fit on here across doesn't mean you can't do it. You know? Okay, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to have to try to cover this up and put this down and not touch this on the top and not make a mess. Okay, so wish me luck, because I'm just the messiest. Okay, maybe I should dry that. Hello, maybe I should dry that really quick, because I think I'm going to end up touching it. Let me just dry it. Hi, Nyla, how are you? We're just kind of manipulating this. I don't have any more 9x12 frames. If you have a 9x12 frame, then just use that. I have for some reason, I have about 12 9x9s. So I'm just making it work. Hi, Maria. How are you? We need the Charlie Brown as a cutout. Yes, I will be doing, I'm going to work on no on the stripe pattern. What do you mean no on the stripe pattern? I'm not sure what you mean. Help me out. Oh, on your flannel shirt, use the cheapest Clorox, like from, oh, don't use the gel on the, okay, I see. Clorox. Okay. Use the cheapest Clorox from the store. Okay, and I let it sit forever, but some people said that they let theirs sit out in the sun for hours, and that I was afraid it would eat holes in it, because you know how Clorox will eat holes in things. I was like, I don't want it to eat a hole in my shirt. Okay, so I'm just going to put this at the bottom centered. Okay, so now I'm not as worried. Okay, and of course I have chalk paste on the back of this. So I have it on my fingers already. I'm just going to hold this up now. Okay, so, and I did not bring in my Clorox wipes, my new Clorox wipes. Okay, now hold that down. And then I'll dry this. Okay, so it's a process. Okay, lift that up. Okay, and then I'm going to fit the other still fits in there. Okay. All right. Look at this. I stuck. Of course I did. You know what? I cannot do anything without being messy. Oh my goodness, guys. I just don't even know. I don't know what to do with myself sometimes. I just happen to be I'm born with that gene. I was born with the messy gene. Even spray cleaners with bleach work. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah. I definitely want to make, oh, guess what? My H didn't take all the way. So let me just take my stylus. I didn't have it down all the way. I need a little bit of my black, and I'm just going to use my stylus and fill that in. You can use a little paintbrush if you want. Okay. So I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to do the rest of it, and we're going to use our markers. Okay, so there's not a lot to color in. My yellow is, I'm going to be using it for woodstock, and then I'll do the flower and the leaves, and that's it really. And if I want to do a little bit of the grass below, I can, but I don't have to. Okay. Gosh, guys, look at that. I just don't know. What do I do with myself when I am just that messy? Okay. All right. So the back of this, I have to be careful with the back, with this bottom part, because I could potentially get this all over the place. Okay. So I want to get all of my, how am I going to do that? I'm like, how am I going to do this and not, I need another hand. I need someone here to help me. I feel like I should cut that. You know, if I do a whole bunch of these, I am just going to cut that. I'm just going to cut it so that I don't have an issue. Okay. There's black on the back of that. Guys, you know what? I'm trying to figure this out because I'm struggling with it. I need another hand in here. Okay. Here, let's just do it like this. It feels like Monday part 3 or 4 or 5. Okay. I'm going to get this part down. I'm going to hold this up. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Going to get all my air bubbles out. Let me grab another squeegee. Okay. I might want it just a hair higher than that. I think it just needs to go up just a touch. Okay. All right. Just like that. Okay. It's okay. Maybe I should have done that part first. You know what? Next time, I'm going to do this part first, and then I'll do the words. I think that's the answer, is doing the Snoopy part, or just having the correct size frame. Maybe I have some more somewhere. Now, with my Lucy one, I cut a frame. So I could do that too. I cut a piece of wood. I painted strips to go around the outside. So I might end up doing that so it's the correct size. Okay, so I'm holding this up so I don't make a mess. If I make a mess, I'm going to speckle it. Okay, I had to do that with some of my my ink pads because I accidentally touched that on it, so I speckled it, and some of them I did like a dry brush method. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I have like six hands in the way. 4 feet, 6 hands. I don't know. I don't always feel very coordinated. What about you guys? Anybody else have that feeling sometimes that I am just not as coordinated? I am making this more difficult than it needs to be. I probably should have chalked this part first. Okay, so next time I'll try that, because I really like this size, and I have a ton of them that I need to do something with. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Look at how cute it is. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. You know, my daughter-in-law expressed that she just loved this one. Would it be fun to give this to her? I think it would be so fun to give that to her. Okay, let's do this one, and then we'll dry both of them together. Let me see. Vicki Pence did a great tutorial. Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I do need to go back to that. Yes. Okay, Vicki Pence. Okay, so maybe I don't know Vicki Pence. Is it Vicki? Okay, I'll go back and I'll look. Maybe if you see it. Is it in Design Studios? Was that on how to bleach it? How to bleach the flannel shirt? I will look and see. I'm just challenged on things, guys. I try. On the stripe pattern with Snoopy, the Snoopy will stay the same color as your surface, so you paste the whole thing in one color and done. Oh yeah, you could. Oh, okay. But they did it so that the Snoopy was black. So the outline. So the stripes, okay, but if you want your stripes black too. So you would have to do, they did their stripes a different color. They did their stripes one color and their Snoopy's outlined in black. So I think they did it on a white, pillowcase. It did the stripe part pink, and they did the Snoopy black, the outline. So yeah, so I think it was on a white pillowcase. Okay. All right, are you ready for this? This one's going to be so cute. I can't wait. Oh my goodness, you are adorable. Look at that. Okay, so we need to do ornaments with this one. Yeah, it's not too early to do ornaments, and that's not too huge. Might not be her name. Yeah, I think it's Vicky. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Vicky Pelfrey. Vicky Pelfrey. Okay. All right. I think that's who you're talking about. Okay, let's dry, and then we'll use our markers. You're a klutz too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I just have to keep trying. Even though I'm a klutz, I just keep trying. Can you use the markers to fill in all the chalk? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the markers for that. I know, look at these. These are adorable. Okay. Gonna dry. Because you don't want to chalk on anything that has wet chalk. Or, you don't want to use the markers on that. You want it to be 100% dry. Yeah, I haven't tried the markers yet. So, guys, let's try it. Let's try this one first. In case I ruin it, I can just pull out my paint and paint with regular paint if I need to. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Yeah, I can't wait to do an entire wall of these at my next show. I think the flannel bleaching video that you're looking for is actually on the public Talk Couture page. Okay, perfect. It was done the day of the release. Thank you. I will go and I will look. Good morning, Vicky Campbell. How are you? Hi, Sherry. Okay, so I'm gonna try. Like I say, I haven't used these before. I know you have to prime them, so we will get out a sheet of paper. I'll just use one of my things over here that I've used previously, one of my sheets of paper. Okay. All right. Of course it is taped. Of course it is. Okay, so we only need a couple of colors in here. So at least we don't have to do all of them. We'll do the red one first. Okay, it has instructions? Perfect. Okay, maybe we should read the instructions. Darlene should have done this ahead of time. Okay, so, they're really tiny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have to hold it out to here to see it. Maybe if I take a picture of it and I enlarge the picture. Do you ever do that? Do you guys ever do that when it's too small? Do you ever do this? And then take the picture and enlarge the picture to see, oh, that's blurry. It actually didn't work. Okay, so, well, I think what you do is like with regular markers. You just shake it. Oh, shake it when it's closed. Shake it. Okay. And then you prime it. So, when you prime it, you just tap up and down until the chalk starts coming out. That's a lot of red to fill in, guys. That is a lot of red. Who decided to do this? Okay, well, let's see what we can do. And it actually looks pink. But it's coming out nicely. It is coming out nicely. It's going to cover nicely. It's going to cover a wide area. Be careful doing tiny things. I'm going to be turning my project. Let me go in closer so that you can see what I'm doing. And make sure that it's not dripping too. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to, maybe not quite that big. You don't want to see the wrinkles on my hands, right? Call for prayers. Yesterday, it's your doctor's appointment. You didn't really get any answers, but they're going to refer you to pain management and consider having a spine stimulator. That, oh, okay. I think that's similar to what a friend has had. Wow. I think that's a great idea to do that, Stephanie. Okay, I'm going to just work this way. So I'm going to work back down. Okay. So I'm working around my black part. I'm staying clear of it because I don't know if this is going to spread as I'm doing it. This actually has an angle. So it doesn't have a tip on it. It has an angle at the top. So you could use the very tip of it to get small stuff. Well, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this like this. I am just kind of staying clear of that black line. I don't feel like I need to get right up next to it. I'm like just staying back just a little bit so I don't go over it. But that's a lot. It's probably going to take this entire marker. Whose idea was this? So I'll outline the area that I am doing and then I'll just fill it in. Maybe when this dries, it'll be a darker red. Does it look? It looks pretty red on the screen. It's more to me of like a red, orange, pinky color. Maybe like a fluorescent red. Okay, so it appears to be a fluorescent red to me. It's not drying quickly either. So if you're left-handed, be very cautious about where you're putting your hand. Us left-handed people have to be extra cautious and work the other direction. So I'm just trying to be really careful about this. We'll do Woodstock next. He's not that large. And it was really fast to get it primed. Okay, so sometimes those markers take a while. I'm wondering how it's going to be when I use it after I've let it sit for a few weeks. Is it going to get clogged? You know how sometimes the regular paint markers will get clogged and you have to kind of really work with them to get them going. I'm wondering how that will be. Okay, let's just take kind of little longer strokes right through here. Kind of fill that in. So Stephanie, I hope that they can figure out something for you. Nobody should be in pain. You know, with all the modern medicine that we have, there should be a way to figure out how to keep you out of pain. It is not good to live your life that way. I just don't get it. Don't get it. So what are you guys doing this weekend? I'm packing. I'm getting my final things in that I needed. I'm remembering certain things that I gave away as we left that I need again. Like my electrical converter. I gave that away. It didn't work very well. I got a new one. I got a solar battery charger that I can use for my cell phone. I'm not sure what else I can use it for. I think I can use it for an iPad. But I can have it on my person, on my body. I don't think I'll be wearing a backpack when I'm out there. I didn't last time, but I do have another type of pack that Chocator had given to me that's really colorful that I can carry snacks and stuff in. I probably will have that and I'll attach the solar charger to that. I'm getting in some of my snacks that I have to take. I want to bag up. I can make my oatmeal in the kitchen there at the convent. So I'm going to get all my bags of that made up and getting in my fruit snacks that I have my fruit snacks that are just like they're just strawberries or they're just blueberries. That's I think they're called Just That. I think that is that brand. Costco has them, the fruit bars. Getting all those things in and making a trip to Costco. Okay, there's just like a little bit under here. We're almost there. We're on the home stretch. Darlene, don't mess it up now. Okay, so this is using our chalk markers. Chalk has chalk markers. You can paint this in. Okay, you don't have to use chalk markers. I probably would choose to paint it in, or we would do a cutout. So I do plan on doing cutouts, and I will have it scored so that you know where to paint the doghouse part. Okay, let me just see if there's anything that I need to touch up. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me just get right up here by the ear. That's pretty darn cute, guys. Pretty darn cute. Let me see. You lost your sound. Oh no. Maybe go out. Yeah, it looks kind of orangish red. Maybe when it dries. It is drying. I can tell that it's drying. So it's glossy right now. As it dries, I think it will be better. You can take the tip out and change the end. Perfect. That's great to know. Looks like it does go on very smoothly. You would only do the flower and leaves on the other way. Yeah, I'm going to do the flower, the leaves, and I'm going to do woodstock. Woodstock needs to be done for sure. I'm planning to clean your laundry room and craft, having Easter brunch. Nice. I have a birthday dinner tonight. My grandson, Brody. So we have birthday dinner tonight. We probably won't do Easter. A lot of times we'll do Easter. I know, yeah. Cutouts for sure. Have to do cutouts. Okay. Hi Linda, how are you? Okay, so let's just do this one at a time as we need our markers. Okay, so I am going to be turning this. I'm going to be painting black around the outside and everything will just pop. Okay, so I'm going to try to have a strategy with this as I do it. Because he's not really outlined, you know, he's got like this wild hair going on. So I'm just going to kind of throw some of these in there. Okay, and then I'm trying to go around all the black lines. I don't want to go over them at all. Don't want to cover up anything. But see how with being left-handed, sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge. I'm sure being right-handed is a challenge too. But I always have to be mindful, like when you're writing and your hand is going over it, I have to be mindful that I don't smear what I'm working on. And most of the time, it looks like I'm a doctor. My handwriting is not great. I don't know why. I have never had good handwriting. Only when I personalize ornaments. Okay, so when somebody tells me the name and I scribble it on a little sticky note, they're probably like, oh no. She's gonna personalize this, and then I personalize it, and I'm really good at printing. Really good at printing. So, okay. He's got his tail here. That is his tail. Okay. And I don't think that's part of it. And then he's got his feet. Okay. So that was fairly easy. Okay. I think this is so cute, and it's bright. It's like a fluorescent color. It really is. Okay. And then we're going to do pink for the flower. Maybe we should do a little bit of yellow in the center, and then we'll do the leaves. I love this. This is so fun, guys. It is so fun. We'll do the church cross tomorrow morning, then family at church Sunday, then 1 o'clock on Sunday. Oh, how fun. Maria says, I guess spray sealer on after you chalk and use the markers. Yes, for sure. Yeah, you can do that. That's, okay, so the flower. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't wait to have a whole wall of just the Peanuts collections. Maybe they will come out with even more. Maybe they will by my next craft show, because we will be having convention. Maybe they will have some more Peanuts there, like the fall ones, because at convention we always get Christmas transfers and fall, like Halloween transfers. So I think that maybe we'll have more. I'm hoping they just continue to do small releases like this. There were 6 transfers in this release. And for me, that's perfect. That is a perfect amount. You don't want to have too many, and you don't want to use all of your ideas all at once. So I love this Grow Happiness. I think it's perfect. I can't wait to do it on my ink pad. It actually fits on the ink pad. So you just have to turn it sideways. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think the others are sideways too. But both of them, this and the USA one, they fit on the mouse pad. But I don't know if I would do the USA one on the mouse pad, because it would be fine, but once 4th of July is over, then what, right? So I think I would skip that. So cute. But as far as signs, a lot of people have Snoopy in their house, so that wouldn't matter. They would have it year round, or they have a area that they put all their patriotic stuff year round. Okay, so I think I should do the center of the flower yellow. I'm just going to do some there's like little areas that are white. I'm just going to highlight those with yellow. Okay, and then the leaves are green, and we'll be done with that, except for I'll do black around there. Yeah, I think it was a perfect small release. Yeah, for sure. We'll have more Tiffany transfers coming up at some point. I don't know when, but she will physically be at ChalkCon. So there is a way to earn like a meet and greet with her. Basically, there is a way to do that. So if you're a designer and you want to do that, check out the FAQ. It's by getting a certain amount of Perks members, and I don't know if it was a combination of new designers. I'll have to go back and look at the thing. So I'm thinking that's it. I had thought I would do some grass at the bottom. I don't think I need to. I think that is good. What do you guys think? Let's dry it and let's see. It will slightly change color as I dry it. But look at this is a great collection of colors. I think you have every color that you would need, except for a skin color. If you really wouldn't have a skin color, that would be a little bit hard to do if you're doing faces. So anyways, it's good for this. I think it's cute. Okay, let me go ahead and dry. And then I'll see if there's anything I have to touch up. Like one area kind of spread on Woodstock. So I will use a marker for that, to fix that. There's only one small area on the thing. Okay, so we're going to take black paint and we're going to go around the edge, and everything's going to pop. Okay, I love it like this, but okay, would I consider doing a cutout of a Snoopy that would stand up? Well, that would be fun, huh? That would stand up, like this one here. This one's big enough probably to do. What about on the others? Yeah, this would be fun. Even the ice cream cone. Sorry, my words sometimes. Do you ever do that when your words are just not there? Even the ice cream cone would be kind of cute to have it stand up for a birthday party. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I think these are adorable. I love them. It would be sweet on a canvas bag. Yes, a canvas bag would be great. Yeah, I could do a stand up. I could do that. Let me get some black, and we're going to paint around the edges. So I do have, oh, that one's too big. Let me see here. Here's this. Let me get a small brush. That one's too wide. Small brush, where are you? There you are. Thank you. Let me go out because my head is kind of on there. Okay, so that's how you use the chalk markers we learned together. They were not difficult. Oops, there's dried stuff in there. Sorry for being so late. I couldn't get up. I was so tired, guys. Sometimes you just got to sleep and give in. Sometimes you have to give in to what your body's telling you it needs. Okay, so I learned that. I've learned that the hard way. Over the years, I really have. Okay, so I am just going to paint the edges. I love to do this on these frames. I need to probably order some more if there's any of these out there still. I actually, I love these. I have a bunch of the 5x12. I was going to see if on the 5x12, if I can just put all of the characters off of the other one. Let me look and see. I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm thinking of you know what? My brain is always going. Okay. It's just the way my brain works. I always have a million pages open, like tabs open. So I am thinking, I'm going through my photos that I have here. Where's one of them? I know I have one of what I took pictures of my cute little signs somewhere. I know that I did. So I was thinking just the characters on one of them across. Oh my goodness. Hello. On positive vibes. Okay, so maybe the positive vibes, my phone's hooked on. See where it's positive vibes? Maybe just all the characters would fit across on a 5x12. And maybe put the positive vibes out to the side. I have a ton of 5x12 frames. So I honestly, guys, I'm looking at what I have as far as surfaces. And I'm thinking, I really want to use up what I have instead of buying more. Anybody else like that? Anyone else? Just kind of looking around going, I can buy the new Peanuts collection. And I can buy any of the chalk paste colors that I need, but I really need to use up the surfaces that I have. Anybody else that way? Because I have been that way lately. I've been just looking around and going, what will work that I have? Because, well, for one, it takes a while for it to ship. And a lot of times, like I come home from my craft show and I'm like, what can I make quick tonight that's not going to be too difficult? Okay, check this out. So I'm going to do all of my signs. I'm going to do all of them like that. I have a flat sign that I did like Lucy, and I put strips of black around it. So I think these are adorable. A whole collection of these is going to be amazing. And even just black and white. But I think with the splash of color, I like just the splash of color. I think it's super cute to just have, you know, I mean, well, you wouldn't paint anything else anyways because there's nothing else to paint. This one's easy. And the cute little ice cream cone, that will be fun. I just feel like it's going to be adorable for someone that collects peanuts. They're going to walk in and they're just going to die. They are just going to flip out. I'm so glad that we're able to sell the product. So there is, you know, there's a copyright on this, but we are allowed to sell what we make. There's an agreement with Peanuts. There's a copyright on their stencil. You can't recreate their stencil, but you can, anything that you make with the stencil, you can sell. Okay, I'm just kind of smoothing this out, making sure that everything is the way it needs to be. And I don't do it on the sides. I just do the very top, and then I'll dry it. Doesn't that it makes it look so much sharper. You're thinking of using stock of your surfaces for your paint. That would be a great idea. And you could just offer a variety. Yep, I would do that. I would use what you have for things like that. How about a stand-up in acrylic and put it on that light? Oh, that would be nice, but I don't cut acrylic because it's so hazardous to your health. I know some people, they say, no, it's not. But I have a acquaintance that died from cutting acrylic on his laser because he didn't think that would affect his health. So I don't cut any acrylic. Unfortunately, some people still continue to cut it because they're in denial. Sorry, sorry, it's true. It's true. It just, what happens with acrylic is that there's off-gassing after you cut it, when you heat it up, and it gets in the air. And there's like little tiny particles of it in the air. So I don't do it. I will do it in wood. I'll let those that think that they're invincible do the acrylic. It's true. It's true. I'm sorry, but I have an acquaintance that he passed away. The acrylic actually ate his lungs from him cutting acrylic all day long and not taking any precautions at all. So yeah. How would you price them? Yeah, it has lots of chemicals in it. So I love acrylic, but it has too many chemicals. How about a stand-up? Oh, like yeah, like Brie Rugger. Yeah. So Brie does stuff like that, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm surprised she does that in her house with her kids. I'm sorry. It just has a lot of chemicals. It releases a lot of toxins. It really does. It's not good stuff. It is terrible. Acrylic's horrible, horrible, and it smells. And your neighbors will smell it down the street. You have a Peanuts Christmas tree that has only ornaments on. Yeah, so this would be cute. The ice cream cone one would be cute. If you're just coming in, I'll show you the other ones really quick. I think this is adorable. So I will do cutouts. I think ornaments or doing this for a birthday party, doing it so it stands up would be good. I don't think I'll do the doghouse so it stands up because that wouldn't make sense because it's really short, but it would be a cute ornament. Problem would be that it would be wire. Okay, so it wouldn't be jute. It would be wire and it would run from the top of the doghouse. That's how it would go, because you wouldn't put a little hanger on his belly. So there'd be like wire hanger like I used to always do. And then on this one, that would be a challenge. I'll have to look and see where they put the hole, where Chalk and Tor put the hole on that. Maybe they just put glued something on the back, because you could just potentially just glue something on the back. There's those. Then this one's fantastic. This doesn't fit in here. It definitely has to be 12 inches. So I'll do a cutout frame. And then of course Charlie Brown, and I want to put use the little thing at our little minis that says Good Grief, and just put that up there. And then pricing. Okay, so I'll have to hang on and I'll tell you. Okay, and then this was the pillow. So all right. Okay, let me just move all this. I'm going to need all this. All right, let me move it over here. Pricing. So I can't remember what I did. I think I did $11.99 on these. And I actually did $19.99 on these. But I think that is too high. The price is too high for my customers. So I didn't sell any of the large frames like this, because I think maybe the $19.99, they don't understand how much these frames cost, but I have an overabundance of them. So I probably would sell mine cheaper than what I should. So let me look and see. I'm going to look and see on as far as surfaces. Oh, my phone's going to be slow today. Maybe I won't be able to look. What surfaces do they still have that I would suggest to you guys? I'm gonna look through and see what they have, if there's anything. The melamine platter will be really fun to do, but I don't feel like it's really that useful, because you do have to coat it with the Food Safe Mod Podge, and that takes a long time to cure. So do it now so you can use it for 4th of July or whatever. The bamboo board would be kind of fun. I do have a bunch of the little phone holders, so I'll do some of those with the other. There was a cute idea that somebody had to use those for. The little chubby rectangle, the 5x7, that would be cute because they stand up. But for me, they're kind of pricey for a block of wood. $4.80 for a block of wood. For me, that's pricey. I'm looking for the big things. So I see the 5x12 frames are still available. And then lots of the shiplap signs are available, but they're more difficult. And let's see what else. And I do want to do coasters. I just haven't done it yet. 9x12. So the 9x12 box frames are available. They're $14.40. So I could get some. I should get a few. Okay, yeah. So in reality, my price probably shouldn't be $19.99 because my customers aren't paying that much, but I'm gonna lose money on my frame. So anyways, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Sorry it was so late, but sometimes you just gotta sleep. Okay, I'll put it up. How adorable are these? These are so fun. I love it. All right, guys, have a fantastic weekend. I did comb my hair, I promise. I'm a hot mess, but I did comb my hair at least once. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. These are so cute. I love them so much. Looking to see if there are any other questions. If there aren't, I'm gonna go. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being here.